Welcome back to Against the Iron Storm with Dread Canary. I am the Dread Canary. The game is Against the Storm, and we continue our Iron Man run, where I play every difficulty twice with the goal of beating Prestige 20 without ever dropping a single game. Now, if we go into our deeds, you can see that we have a 100% win rate with 26 games won. That's an even number of games, which means we are just in time to upgrade our difficulty. As you can see, we're fairly high up the unlock chain. Let's go ahead and do this. So last time we played here, what is this? Petrified Necropolis. Rocks in this region have a very peculiar shape, and they smell funny. Dead villagers turn into stone. Gain 5 meat for every 10 stone and clay produced? Well, that's dark, and we're absolutely going to try that. Now, in case you don't know, this is happening shortly after the Explorer update, where they have added a couple of new forest mysteries, and they've rebalanced how they handle anything you find in dangerous glades, where now we have a branching path on options. We're going up to Prestige 9, which is where our last run died, which means we've caught up to our previous record. I'm going to go ahead and do humans and lizards and the +2 villagers. Of course, lizards love the meats. Harpies do too, but frankly, I'd rather have lizards. Goods are worth less to traders, means it's more important than ever to do trade routes, and we're in the Royal Woodlands with humans, so I'm going to go ahead and grab a small farm. And let's go ahead and also grab some bricks for those initial settlement houses. We will name this something like Necrotoad. Necrototal. There we go. And let's embark. I hope you're all having a great day. And our mysteries will be the forest offerings. It seems some inhabitants are grateful for your efforts. During drizzle, every dangerous or forbidden glade event you complete will give you 30 random raw food. Now, I'm reading this as saying I have to complete them during the drizzle, which means I would have to start them during the storm. Just another way the devs are encouraging people to actually expand during the storm. We've got the hailstorm, which means housing or dead villagers. We produce fewer goods during storm. Coats, or people will get very sad. That's going to be annoying to deal with. And services, or people take long breaks. Not too bad there. And of course, we have all of the buffs and debuffs for playing on the Royal Woodlands at Prestige 9. I'm not going to read them all off because they get long, so you are welcome to slow the video down and read those for yourselves if you like, and you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this live, well, thank you for being here. I very much appreciate not having to talk to an empty void. Even if you don't chat, just seeing a little number lets me know that you appreciate what I'm doing. Number goes up, number goes down, and I appreciate it either way, as long as there's at least one person in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to go over here and do this. We are, of course, going to prioritize those dangerous glades. We're going to say that we want only marked trees, holding down shift so that we get all of our current camps. Now, of course, when I eventually make a third woodcutting camp, I will need to again manually tell it that we want to only do marked trees. Otherwise, it will do the usual default of cutting down anything nearby. These trees are, of course, regularly sized and shaped, so I can do my beautiful little square edges that give me so much happiness. And looks like we need to go one further back, but we might not be able to do it all the way into the corner because there's a glade right there. And I don't know if you spotted it, but poking out between the trees, there's a little bit of fertile ground. Since we have a farm, we're actually going to go ahead and bum rush our way into this glade. I'm just going to let him go all the way in there. so we can get that farm going and get food up and running as soon as possible. So that'll be enough to get us started. We will also, of course, want to grab our starting housing. And you know what channel you're watching. If you've gotten this far, you are aware that no village is complete without the Dread Canary Classic comforting wall. This should, of course, be a human. For the extra patience, we'll drop 3 humans in that woodcutter's camp, and 3 lizards in this woodcutter's camp. We will drop a trapper's camp here, and an herbalist camp here, and take a look at our first set. Okay, more meat when we meet. Could be very good, especially if we unlock a ranch. Free coal when we burn cysts basically makes burning cysts free. That's wonderful. Free oil when we flour. That, since we've got a small farm, if we can set up a flour chain of command, that could be amazing. And newcomers bring more with them based on hearths. So let's actually take a look at our buildings and see what we have. Okay, now the kiln is the best way to get coal, possibly the only way to get coal on this kind of map. So we're going to grab the kiln early. That also gives us bricks, which both human and lizard houses need. Now, since I already have bricks, this becomes a question of what do we get next. Now, the bakery is very tempting if we have flour, but the thing is we would need something to fill the bakery with, and right now we don't. We just have access to grain to make flour. You can make pie out of meat and eggs, but that would require us to still have a flour building. I feel like the herb garden is our best bet, because eventually we'll want to do trade routes. So we're going to do the herb garden, and we're going to hope that that didn't screw us. And then nobody here likes scrolls. Humans like ales, and 1-star tools aren't really worth it. We're going to go ahead and grab the Tinkerer, 2-star tools, training gear for the lizards. Packs of building materials are used in a lot of orders. Or I could get the clan hall, which both humans and lizards like religion, and this increases the value of camps. I think I want the clan hall. They've recently rebalanced tools to be less necessary. So, knowing what we know, I'm going to go ahead and take the meat specialization. The fact that we can find it in stone or clay means that we'll get it not only from a trapper's camp, but also from a stonecutter's camp, which doesn't have an upgraded version, so we're probably going to be able to get benefit out of that. Now, packs of building materials. I know I just did this, but we did not take the Tinkerer. But this does give us parts, and parts are hard to come by, so let's go ahead and do that. We will eventually solve 2 dangerous glades. Getting bonus copper from the clay deposits, which is the only way that we'll be able to get them, is probably our best bet. Wildfire's always nice. Ooh, more parts here, or upgrade to level 1 in 2.5 minutes. Upgrade to level 1 in 2.5 minutes. I don't know if that's possible, but we're going to try it, and we're going to hope. Because I've already got woodcutters, right? And all we're waiting on is wood. Let's go ahead and burn coal here for the time being, just so we make sure all of our wood goes towards these. And you know, we only need 8, so I'm not even going to build this last shelter yet. we're going to put that, we're going to reschedule it. And we're going to put it at the end. And what that should let us do is go straight to the walls. Okay, we need 3 walls going up in a minute. Bam. Oh, that's wonderful. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on this. What I want to do is let the queen get as impatient as possible. There we go. And now deliver it. Just to give us maximum amount of time. And that gave us some tools, some essence, and some extra parts, which is excellent for getting down more camps. I'm going to move this a little closer in. And then we are going to want a crude workstation. And a kiln. Now let's see what we get for options. Oh, okay. The workshop is amazing. The smithy is good because we got that cloudburst effect, and we'd be able to make coats. But I feel like we really, really need a workshop. So we are going to start with the workshop. And what that does is I'm going to actually put the workshop here. Yeah. So first off, let's delete this. And let's delete this. And we're going to put the workshop right there. And we're going to put the kiln right there. Now we will, of course, also want a makeshift post. Okay, everybody is housed. The workshop is going up. The kiln has gone up. And what I want to do is I want to put I want to put 3 lizards in here. And what I'm going to tell them to do is that they should be making bricks first. And we want to do a cap of 50 bricks. And then, if you can't do bricks, do coal. And if you can't do coal, then you can do jerky using bricks. Or using coal. Yeah. We're going to say don't make any of this. And don't make any pipes just yet either. We're going to put a cap on fabric and planks of 50. And I will toss a human in there for now. They can start getting us some building materials to make upgraded housing. Okay, we've opened a glade. Hey, look at that. We can get more villagers. Now, I would normally do this... Oh, it's going to be beavers. Okay. Yes. Love that. Since our people are pretty happy, we are going to keep cutting through the forest. We're going to have so much coal. Coal is going to be great. Of course, we also want a harvester's camp for this plant material. I should check to see if things like cloudburst only happen if you have both humans and beavers. That'd be a fun balancing thing. I'm not saying that is true, I'm saying I wonder if it's true. We will take as many beavers as we can get, and let's go ahead and favor, I think, humans. No, this let's get the bricks that we can get there. That we've got equal numbers, so it doesn't really matter. We are going to swap these guys to beavers. I'll stick a lizard in there for now. We're going to send 2 lizards up this way, and we're going to use our excess to get some people. Free amber is excellent. Like, I'm going to cut down the trees anyway. Free amber is just amazing. Fuel is slowly going up. We have 1 unhoused person. Let's take a look at our next round of orders. 10 packs of provisions gets us lizard happiness. That's great. Build 8 beaver houses to get 5 clay a minute. This would be huge, but I don't think I can do it. We have 26. We've got enough for 2, so we would need 72 more planks. If I did nothing but build planks, we could build potentially, if I put another human in there, we could do like 8 planks per minute, which would take 6 minutes. If I go to the order, no, there's not enough time. So we're not going to do this. Using drizzle water will take a while, so let's go ahead and get the free parts. Get happy humans and get grain to get bonus coats production, which would help with the storm burst. I'm not too worried about coal, and I think we're going to get amber from trade routes pretty soon anyway, so I'm not too fussed about that. I'm going to put a second human on this workshop. That's not a human. That... Okay. You know what? We're going to take this human out of here. Put a second human on this workshop. Put 2 lizards in the small trapper's camp. And let's do 2 lizards. Let's not do 2 lizards there. I'm going to want to actually build some housing. And we are going to want a blight post. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll start putting down some specific housing. Hashtag housing for beavers. Always. Let's go ahead and swap these 2. As you can see, the start is at least going fairly smoothly. We do have to do a number of orders, but for now, our initial setup seems to be working nicely. Everybody's housed, so we don't have to worry about hailstorms. This should be good. Stay hydrated, folks. Now, with food being what it is, I think it's time for us to build ourselves a farm. Now we are going to want, a little bit of space like that. We're going to put a row of houses back here. Actually, let's not put a row of houses back there. Why would I do that? I need to put a clan hall down anyway. Let's just put the clan hall here. And we do want to fire these so we can go down to hostility 1 just to make people a little bit happier. Shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Farm goes up. We are out of building supplies, so we can't quite do that yet, but that's alright. We don't need it yet. We don't have enough people, really. We're low on food. Well, that is why we made the farm, and I'm going to throw 2 humans in here immediately. And since we don't need packs of crops, we do need grain, but we don't need packs of crops, I'm just going to have them make vegetables for this year. Beavers are unhappy, but that makes sense because they're hungry. Bonus grain when we grain. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take as many beavers as possible, and we'll put them on the woodcutter's camp. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and stick all of my lizards on gathering. Of course, we are going to get cysts this year automatically, so I will have to stick some lizards off of gathering and put them into the blight post. We should be using coal, oh my word, we have a lot of coal, to make 20 purging fire. I also should probably think about getting a market at some point so we can start trades and trade routes. That's a little bit hampered by our lack of food. And speaking of food, a forager's camp wouldn't go amiss either. Got a minute on our next set of orders. Got some positive food flow now. That's what happens when you stick half your population on gathering food, which is great. Let's get our orders. Let's see what we got. Well, I do want to do trade. Oh, but this has parts. This has parts. I guess we're using stormwater because this has parts. We are going to have to burn the cysts immediately, or eventually, and yeah, we're not opening 6 glades in 10 minutes. That's nutty. We will eventually burn this. Let's go ahead and take these 2 off of here and assign them over here. Meanwhile, we have so much coal. Let's set a cap of, I think, 500 coal. I can't imagine I'm going to need 500 coal at any point. So it should be more than sufficient to our purposes. These eggs are nearly done, at which point I can take them out. Woodcutter's camp is out of trees. Well, that's fine. Let's just shift you a little bit down this area. There are trees over here you could be cutting. And then next year we are going to risk our first dangerous glade of this run. I would love some more farm fields so I could start getting herbs, which I could then turn into packs of provisions for this and for trade routes. Plus, of course, I have yet to make that market. Trapper's camp is empty. Okay, get out. We need another house. Sorry about the coughing. Not sure what's going on there. Just a little bit of a this and a that. And we'll stick a... We still need bricks for that, so I think the only building material I really have excess of is planks, so we'll put humans there. Or not humans, we'll put beavers there. Wow. We have plenty of light rot cyst stuff. Our people are pretty unhappy, but I think... Did I go too far on this wall? I might have gone too far, but no helping it. Let's go ahead and give permission to go all the way back. And, you know, we're just going to go ahead and let the lizards be unhappy, because it takes so long for them to lose their resolve that we should be okay. We've already burnt several light rot cysts, which is great. Woodcutter died. How? The housing didn't get finished. Well, that's awkward. Yeah, that's annoying. We just didn't do the housing in time. But you know, sometimes that happens. We will, of course, grab our full woodcutting crew and drag them up here. Move this a little bit closer to the tree line that it's chopping into. Ooh, hostility goes down as neighborhoods get upgraded or free barrels. Let's go ahead and do safe haven. Lowering hostility is one of the best things you can do in this game. Our options are lizard. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the more balanced group. We'll add a second beaver here. And we'll look around to see what else we could be doing. We don't have any more cysts coming in for a while. Let's go ahead and put 2 lizards there. Let's put a human here because humans get a 10% chance for bonuses. This workshop doesn't have to be humans. We can make this lizards, and that'll let this be another human. As soon as they finish these planks, we're going to delete them. Get out, make you a lizard. I've got a few people left over to work whatever that glade event ends up being. And that glade event is just a flat happiness penalty. We can work this with resin, which is basically free. And when we do it, we're going to get a penalty to resolve. But I think we can juggle that, so let's go ahead and work it immediately. And let's also make that trading post. Now, where exactly should I put the trading post? Obviously, I should put it right on the edge of town, right in this corner down here. Is that a stone? Oh. That's a stone deposit. Is that where my beaver died? Dead villagers turn to stone, and you gain meat. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that dead villagers also turn to stone. That's dark and beautiful. Okay. Is there meat up here? There is. So that means this needs to go here. Excuse me. That needs to go there. And wonderful. There is another fertile ground. So once I get a building that lets me make flour, we'll have everything we need if we can get a building that lets us make pie or biscuits. Either way. Let's go ahead and favorite lizards real quick. Hi, Zorg. I agree. So, this would be great. And I will sell all of my resin and all my tools. And you know what? Let's sell 20 fabric. And then I'm thinking that what we do is we get some biscuits. If I sold you all of my planks and all of my fabric and a little bit of this. Okay. Well, that helps. But of course, it doesn't help enough because lizards are about to be unhappy. But they're only a little bit unhappy. And they're enough unhappy that I can go ahead and just burn some coal. Gotta leave the beaver memorial there. No, I don't. We're gonna clean this up. Blight rot cysts appeared. How many blight rot cysts do we have? Should be okay. Wow, you guys are still going. This is slow. They really slowed down how fast you can work on these. Let's go ahead and favor the beavers. So I can, or not beavers, favor the lizards real quick so we can do less there. Hey, our clan hall got finished. That's fun. Woodcutter's camp has no additional trees nearby. Well, what if I just rotated around to this side? We call it good. Next order. Clearance water, 20 aesthetics. I like the 20 aesthetics because we will probably do it anyway. Oh, we have some people who aren't housed. Well, might as well just throw down some basic housing. And now, we are going to fire all of our choppers and burn just a little bit of coal so we can stay under the hailstorm. And you know what? Let's burn just a little bit more coal. Let's stop favoring the lizards. Now we got 50 seconds. Okay, yeah. I was gonna see if I could delay it to the next drizzle so we could get the benefit of what was that? 30 random raw food, but we can't. That's okay. do want to get another human in that farm. So, if I take a human off of the foragers camp, I put them in the farm, that'll work for me. $50% more herbalism or clay delivery line to get free clay so we can make bricks for the rest of the game. I think I want the clay delivery line, because herbs are pretty efficient in the herb garden, and anything I can use roots for, I can probably use grain for, so that's fine. I would love that. Put a human back here. We can get a bunch of beavers on that woodcutter's camp, and then a pile more over here. And let's stop this. Let's go ahead and take the bakery. We still don't have a way of making flour, but at least with the bakery, we know that we will have both options for making baked goods once we have it. Small herbalist camp is out of stuff to herbalize, but that's okay, because I don't actually want the small herbalist camp anymore. Those parts would be better spent elsewhere. Why didn't it get deleted? There we go. Did I forget to put people in here? I completely forgot to put people in here. There we go. We are out of trees to herbalism, or to chop down. So let's go ahead and just kick our way in here, because I see poking through another set of fertile ground, and farms are going to be excellent. There we go. Now in here, our glade event can be solved with nothing that we have to get the harmony aesthetic and lower hostility. If I ignore it, it's going to destroy my roads and make my people move slower. Over here, I can get it into pottery. Now, I will get the resin, so I'm going to hold off and actually wait for the resin. Furthermore, I'm going to have... rebuilding this would take parts. I'm going to actually fire you, and we're going to delete this building. And I'm going to use those parts to rebuild this instead. Now, I am also going to say that I want 20 packs of provisions. And we want 5 packs of building materials, which we will do out of fabric. We're not going to do packs of crops. And you know, I'm going to throw a beaver in there just to start working on that. Scouts are idle in the foragers' camp. Why? Okay, yeah, we don't need this. And it might actually make sense for me to staff the clan hall, just so I can get bonuses to all these camps. Meanwhile, we are looking for resin. Hi, how you doing? What else can we use in place of resin? We can use oil. Cool. And how long is it going to take to work? It's going to take 7 minutes. And drastically increase hostility while it does so. Okay. Well. We can use incense for it, right? We can use 30. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, we can use 30 incense or 30 cosmetics. Are these the same price? This is 0.25. 0.31. This is cheaper? Fantastic. Right. I should have done this first. Now, by doing cosmetics, it makes sure that even if I staff the clan hall, I will still be able to work the event. And we can do cosmetics. I'm going to send 2 humans to work it now, and it is going to massively, massively cause morale problems, but that's okay. Now, you've done everything I needed you to. That is great. So how about you just... where do I want to put you? You know, we are going to just clear out this area right here, just because I want more wood. Great. And speaking of wood, I've got some unhoused people that should probably get housed real quick. Just housed a little bit, but housed nevertheless. We also... need to drop some aesthetics. So let's go ahead and make thorny reeds. Like so. And this comforting wall... Oh, I didn't leave myself enough space on that side. Okay. Well... what if this stone cutting camp... Well, first off, I should populate the stone cutting camp. My word. And this forager's camp can get moved. And this wood cutting camp can clear out just a little bit more space. I'm actually going to go ahead and open up this small glade. I think the most recent patches made it so that the small glades might actually be worth it now. Might. Are they praying? Oh, that's cool. Why are you mad? You're hungry. You have food. Why aren't you eating? Do you just not like the food that I have? Let's go ahead and fire these guys real quick. Not enough. Fire these guys real quick. And I lost a lizard. Great. They're happy. They're happy. My workshop is now unstaffed. Well, let's go ahead and toss a couple in there. Toss these guys in here just to double the output from glades. And we needed 10 packs of provisions. I could get a little bit, but I'm not gonna. final order will be 2 hearths to level 3, or have 20 lizards who all have done brawling and have some extra training gear. I'm not going to get to the Forbidden Glade. So let's... Of these two, I don't think I want 5 villagers. Oh, we need a warehouse. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Advanced Outpost. That sounds fun. Everyone's resolve is low. This is going to be a really rough storm. There's just nothing I can really do about that. Okay, losing a human scout is not acceptable. Losing a clan member, also not particularly acceptable. Beaver Builder is fine-ish. Human Farmer is not good. Okay, well, we lost half the village. That was bad. Well, that was bad. Not gonna lie, that was terrible. Okay. Hey, this bonus is added retroactively. Now this is a corruption. I don't know what the other option was. Free crystallized dew would let me make tools. Let's go ahead and go with calming the forest and hope. Well, we haven't done any. Great. I think our first order of business is to make sure that we have food. So we're going to restock this with humans. Restock this with human. Actually, no. Restock this with a human. Oh my word. They are still going. Now at the current rate, they will finish just in time, so we will get the raw food, and that is good. Lizard resolve is low, but if I favor them... Whew, Queen is mad, but this will get us this. We don't have any cysts, so you know what? Since we don't have any cysts, let's go ahead and put... Where are my beavers? Okay, you know what? You shouldn't be working in the workshop right now because we don't need food, or we don't need building materials so much as we need fuel. Just another minute. If I I unfavor these, then the humans will go back up. We're gonna put you on this. My word, the increased length of glade events makes them terrifying. Alright, well. We've lowered hostility of the forest significantly. We can turn this in. Nice. Put 2 humans on the foragers camp. I don't need anyone. If I can't get a full clan, the clan doesn't do anything. So let's go ahead and fill the clan. We have food. We're working on packs of provisions. We're not working on packs of provisions. I don't have people to do that. That's alright. That is okay. People are eating. I think we've kind of stabilized this for a bit. For a bit, at least. Hi. Well, I don't need the upgraded foragers camp. Actually, I don't think I need any of this right now, because I mean, I do need food. If I were to buy biscuits using resin and grain, there we go. That'll help a little bit. Still haven't collected that stone, because I haven't had people free. Because all my people left, because the forest was super hostile, and they didn't like it. Let's go ahead and fire this guy so we can consolidate down to a single woodcutter's camp for now. Oh, no, we do have some cysts. Okay. We're going to fire the clan hall and populate the blight post. We're also going to fire the woodcutters camp and populate nothing. We will put the one lizard in here, though. And you know, let's go ahead and put the other 2 beavers in the workshop and have them work on building materials. Burnt the blight rod cysts, and we have the building materials. So we are going to turn this off, delete it, and go in here and get that out. Alright, we got orders. So, claim, claim. I don't think I also need a plantation, given that I have 2 types of farms already. The same thing with the greenhouse. I don't think it does anything for us. The weaver gives us slightly better fabric and training gear, but I don't really want training gear. Let's go ahead and grab the scribe. And the smithy. what I want is as many beavers as possible. We're going to go ahead and fire these. Stick 3 beavers up here. Stick 3 beavers over here. And make ourselves another small farm. Ancient tablet for 2 complete glade events. That's fun. Free pigment when we insect. I don't think that's going to matter. +1 stormrider production for every 2 woodcutters. No, let's go friendly relations. No, let's actually reroll. I don't love any of these. Grain per minute is great. Let's go faster bread. Let's go faster bakery. So once we get the bakery up and running, that'll be fantastic. We're going to switch these guys around to this side. And we are actually going to go ahead and make a warehouse. Given that I've got 2 farms in close proximity to each other, I think the warehouse up here would just make sense. That one's just doing vegetables, so this one's going to just do grain. That one's probably going to end up doing just herbs once we get there. I'm going to go ahead and stick 2 humans on this small farm immediately. Packs of provisions are good. Let's go ahead. Oh, we only have 1. That's perfect. Turn in that order. Get us some lizards. Get us some parts. I'm going to stick 2 lizards in the small trapper's camp. And I think at this point it actually makes sense for us to delete our basic shelters and try to convert everyone to good housing. So I'm going to put 2 lizards in the workshop. We're then going to see how much we need. So retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have deleted those just yet, but you know, I did what I did, and that's just how that's going to have to go. Let's go ahead and set up another length of comforting wall. And I would actually love to just go all the way around like that, with some wall corners. And of course at the end we want the wall crossing. And then just a few more thorny reeds. How many do we need? Yeah. That'll get us all the way up on decorations. Now, with how much excess food we have, it might actually make sense to not work this forager's camp right now and focus instead on building. Fuel's looking good. Food's looking good. Trade's looking terrible. But I do have someone making packs of provisions, so that's solid. Housing's going up. Housing's going up. Tons of housing's going up, and we should be thinking about a second small hearth. Now, my second small hearth looks like it should fit here. So that's where we're going to put it. Trade route. Oh, wow. Absolutely. Let's sell that for as much as possible. Traders give you less money for your stuff. But trade routes don't get affected by that, I don't think. So it is much better to do trade routes at this stage. We want to be on the lookout for empathy options. Now if that's 4 and this is 6, that's 10. So I would generally want to do 2 more houses. Go ahead and do that. Overall, we're looking pretty good. If I stick 2 humans in the Stonecutter's camp, and we make sure that we say that our bricks can be made out of stone, yes. Alright, let's go ahead and we cannot be dealing with hail right now, because I don't want to lose any more villagers. So we massively lower that. We take a look at our trade routes, and I feel like our trade routes, we definitely sell some grain. We can sell some bricks, sure, and we can sell some plant fiber. And mostly what we're doing here is just trying to get the trade routes up so we can increase our standing to increase our happiness. Right, we had somewhere in here. I could have sworn we did. It hardly matters. Hey, Vlis. So you'll buy my extra that, and that's wonderful. I can sell you copper bars too. I love doing that. We want to get 17 if possible. Now, if I sold you all of my coal, we could get there, but selling you all my coal seems like a bit much. So what if I sold you 20 fabric and 19 bricks, and then sold you as much coal as you needed?
Let's go.
You know, I thought that lowered hostility. Instead, I just bought half a point of reputation. Well, whatever. It's fine. Go ahead and burn wood, because between the burning the wood and the coal that we have will keep hostility low. Whew. Okay. Okay. We've got stone and meat coming in. Okay, no bonus meat, but I'm kind of okay with it. Okay. Rehire all of these people. Turn off the happy burn. Switch back to coal. Sure, we can sell this meat. That's fine. Gonna re-roll because I don't love any of these. 10 amber for every 5 completed trade routes, or gain free 10 amber when people show up. Let's go ahead and do the free 10 amber. But to see how this concludes, if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to have to tune in next time because we're over an hour. Keep in mind, if you want to catch me live, I'm actually about 2 weeks ahead on recorded videos versus uploaded videos, and I don't see that stopping anytime in the near future. So catching me live happens on Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/DreadCanary. If that schedule needs to change, or if I do something different, you can see any of those at Ghostfinch Media on Twitter. At Ghostfinch Media, all one word. I'll announce schedule changes on Twitter there. Please go ahead, give the video a like, subscribe, comment, smiley face, tell me I'm doing a good job, tell me I'm doing a horrible job, tell me that Ron Empire is better. All of that is fine. As long as you engage, it boosts the algorithm, and I will appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube!